Hello and welcome to the second demo of Step Forward, the application development platform. In this video, we will see how the data is handled in Step Forward. There are two aspects of this data handling: data input and data storage. The former is implemented by input forms, and the latter is made of the relational database tables. Step Forward introduces the concept of data templates that combine both input forms and tables. We will start with creation of the simplest possible data template that consists of one field only. It is the issuer's template that will help us keep track of those companies that issue preferred shares. This template belongs to the category of global templates, that is, those that can be used anywhere in Step Forward. There are other types of templates used in accounting, and I will cover those in the future tutorials. With this in mind, let's go to the function that creates and manages templates, Global Templates Editor. There are three windows in this editor: Workspace, where the template is built; Palette, which provides the building components; Inspector, to fine-tune the template parts. The template, which is a prototype of the data input form, is assembled in the workspace. The palette offers components for the template. Here they are. Another one, and so on. There are several of them. And we will bring one such component in now. This field will become a column in the database table that will be created along with the data input form once we save the template. This field should have a name. In fact, it has two names. One for the use in the database, which must conform to the requirements of the database management system, so-called system name. And another one that the user will see in the input form. The data field should also have a data type, which is selected from the pull-down list. And we can also set the action associated with the field. Ask means the field is empty when the new data record is entered. Suggest, reserve the content from previous record, and so on. The inspector also lets us control the appearance of the field. Here is the style. This field will capture names of companies that issue preferred stocks. We can enhance the appearance of our template by adding a caption to the field. We can also make it easier to enter data by requesting that each word is automatically capitalized. This is all we need for this template. Before saving it, we can see what the future input form will look like. Press the test button, and here's the input form. There is no database table behind it yet. It will have to wait until we save the template. So we cannot save any data, but we can at least see what the entering the data will look like. We can now save the template. Before we go any further, it is good time to show you the effect of saving the template in the database. Here is the SQL Server Management tool that shows the content of the database. We can see the table sf underscore empty issuer and fields, including the one the template is made of. The other table columns are added automatically by step forward for system purposes. Since we already have a table for the list of issuers, we might as well fill it in. I'll just go to the general data entry and start entering the data. Now is the time to create another template that will track the basic properties of preferred stocks. We will need the ticker symbol in this template, and we'll make it a mandatory input. We also need the coupon rate field, make it of the float data type with 3 decimal places of accuracy. We also need the par value of the stock on call. Let's call it like this. And this is the field of money type, still mandatory. And add the call date. And this will be of the date type. And we're going to request it to show the date picker, and we're going to see in a minute what this date picker looks like. The next field that we're going to add to the template is the name of the stock issuer. We already have the template for the issuers and even entered the list of them in the issuer table. Rather than entering the same name again for each stock and risk introducing spelling errors, not to mention the time, we're going to do something that Step Forward provides as one of its enhanced features. We will link this new template to the issuer template by bringing this field not as the new data field like this, but instead as the existing field from the issuer template. Fields borrowed from other templates are called linked fields, and you can see it here. It is linked to the source. When the template is saved and the database table is created, instead of providing storage for the issuer name, there will be a pointer to the location in issuer table where the required name is stored. We will see how it works when we are ready to test our template. We have two more fields to add to the template. That is the rate reset we'll make it a switch and change the style accordingly and call it rate reset. And the redemption terms, which is a free formatted text to describe the terms of redemption for the stock. And make it of the note type. And finally bring in the template caption. Let's call it preferred stock data. Before testing the template, let us see if we missed anything. This is the syntax check that will tell us if the template is well formed. Well, the check failed. We forgot to connect the fields. When we enter data into the field and press the return or tab key, the input form won't know where to move the cursor. To connect the fields, we hold the Control key down and drag the connecting line from one field to another with the left mouse button, like this. If we need to work our way around the template fields, we can use the hub. Now we can test the template. Let's enter the symbol VAMPRC and make it 5%. I make it $25 par value. Let's select any date. Doesn't matter. And here we can see how the linked fields work. But first, let's make sure that your autocomplete option is on. So we'll go to the Tools, Preferences, and see that it is on. Now let's like this. Step Forward looks up for the match with what has been entered in the field, narrows it down with every keystroke so that we can select the issuer name from the list entered in the issuer table, like this. To finish the subject of the stock template, let us look at indexing. Indexing is used in relational databases to accomplish two things. One is to make the lookup in the table more efficient. This is important when the table contains many thousands or millions of rows. Another one is to enforce certain constraints, like uniqueness of data in the table. Now we will use the second aspect of the index to make sure that every ticker symbol can be entered into the table only once. So let's add. We're adding one field to the index, this one. I'll just drag it up and make it unique. We don't have to change the name of the index, it can stay the default, it doesn't really matter. If we had multiple indices, we could assign different meaningful names to them, but in this case, keep it simple. We can now save the template. And let's call it stock. Now, using the SQL Server Management tool, we can now see the newly added table. We'll just need to refresh the list. And here it is. Table with all fields that we added to it. This wraps up the second demo of Step Forward. You can learn more about the functionality and the capabilities of the Step Forward, or download Step Forward from this page and read on preferred shared design in our website. Thank you.